Good morning. It's nearly been one whole week of vlogmas. And I am out again on a morning walk. It's the 6th of December today. It's Tuesday. And I found it really difficult to pick up this habit again after having kind of dropped it on Sunday and Monday. Sunday I just really needed a rest. But yesterday, because I kind of had a morning-ish meeting, I kind of thought, that'll be my walk. But the walk didn't actually happen until 10:45. For context, it's now 8:33, so it was kind of 2 hours, a little delayed than usual. And yesterday was a bit of a weird day. The afternoon really flew away from me. I think what I'd wanted to do was kind of do a quick resort, a quick organise, and then kind of be able to enjoy that space. But because the organising took so long, which it almost always does, by the time I got to enjoy the space, it was kind of bedtime, and get to. So that's maybe today's job, among other things, is to enjoy the new space. I think one of the reasons that I wanted to do vlogmas like this year in a more kind of structured, slightly distant way, which I know isn't to everyone's taste. I feel the need to say that, but I don't think that's not what I want to focus on. I think what I'm enjoying about doing it this way, or almost why I feel like I need to do it this way, is because I want to make filming and make producing videos and making content an intentional thing, and not something that is just like a byproduct of my day-to-day life, which I guess is what vlogging is supposed to be, right? I think when I watch people's vlogs or daily vlogs, you do kind of step outside of the reality of the fact that every time you see a shot, they've had to set up a camera. Sometimes I watch people's daily vlogs, who are, that's their whole job, and they produce it. And there's videos of them driving up in their car to places, which means that they must have driven there, put a camera out, then driven away again and driven back up again, which just boggles my mind. But also I enjoy watching that, but it's like a television show. It's not real. I mean, it is real, but it's a representation of something, and it's a conscious representation of it. So I think in doing it this way, I am trying to be more honest about the fact that this is a representation. This is a creative outlet. This is not my whole life, my whole day, which I'm sure you all know. You know that. But I think for me, I need to know that. I think, I need to draw that line and realise that what I'm doing, is an intentional, specific thing and not the whole thing. I'm also thinking about these walks that I used to take with one of my friends when I was at university, where we both had fancy DSLR cameras. It wasn't the one that I'm currently using, but it was a very, very similar one. And we would go out on photography walks where our whole goal was to take pictures, and then we would have to I guess upload those to our computers, and then I used to have to like Facebook Messenger the photos to myself in order to then put them on my Instagram account. Like, it was because it was difficult, it was more of a process, and we were also more aware that like what we were doing was like, we were like taking pictures, we were like making art. Whereas I think because like very consciously I have not been taking, I was going to say any videos, there have been like 1 or 2 clips of things, I think literally only 1 or 2 in the past 6 days that I took on my phone. But the fact that I'm like making myself like take them on like my big heavy camera means that I'm more aware that that's what I'm doing. I think because we have our phones like so quick access, like filming and vlogging on our phones, which is great, and like it is great that all of this stuff is accessible to people, but something about that, like, I mean, I'm not saying anything revolutionary. I think we all know that like the ease of access that we have to things on our phone is causing trouble, however you want to define that trouble, in individual lives and consciousnesses. Like, specifically recently have been changing around the applications on my phone and like put them in different places and in kind of hard to find places, so that when I'm looking for something I have to like look for it intentionally. Like I have to, it's like hard to find, which I think some things I've made hard to find that don't need to be hard to find. For example, Google Maps. I can never find it. I'm like, I forgot where I put it. That's not great, because when I need that, I usually need it quickly. And it's also, I'm not going to like scroll for hours on Google Maps. But for other things, it's actually been really useful, because it means that I pick up my phone and I immediately have to think, what have I picked this up for? Or what am I actually doing? And then if there's no answer to that question, then I try and redirect myself. I don't always succeed, but I guess this is one of the things that I'm redirecting myself to.